Hi guys, this is Matt from EveryCloud Technologies. Today we're going to be looking at our endpoint protection. Cloud-based, cloud-managed endpoint protection service. We've logged into the control panel and now we're looking at the dashboard. Now the dashboard is slightly different from the anti-spam dashboard because what we have here is the portlets. Now each of these portlets can contain different information, so when you log into the control panel you get a complete overview and status of your customers' networks. You can add up to 8 of the portlets, and each one of these portlets can be edited and managed to display whatever information that you want to see. So let's just quickly create a new portlet. So I'll show you how to do that. There's the plus button there. It's bringing up the add portlet prompt. We simply tick the information that we want to see within that dashboard. So let's find one that we would want to look at. Let's look at firewall activity. We can see for today the reporting interval. We want everybody under this particular user account. Hit the save button, and that will upload into a new screen. We can have a maximum of 2 screens. We can see the arrows here. We have no firewall activity today. We can simply hover over these times and it will tell us if there's been any threats or if we've got any potential issues. So let's just go back to the main portlets that we saw here. We can see our license status. If we want to drill down a bit further, just simply click on the actual portlet itself. It will then open up the report for that, and we can see all of our licenses, when they're due to expire, and how much and what type of license they are. So going back to the dashboard again, we can run multiple reports either directly from the dashboard, or we do have a reports tab where you can export different reports. So for example here I can see that I've got in this network we've got 4 managed and 4 unmanaged. I can click on there and go and have a look and see at the PCs that are managed or the PCs that are unmanaged. So giving us lots of information here, really powerful, gives a great visual over what is happening in the networks. So let's just go back to the dashboard once more. Now I'll show you how to add a customer to the portal or to your account. Simply click on companies. We hit the add button on the right hand side here, and the add customer or new company details will appear. So let's call this customer new co. Their address, their telephone number. You have the ability to upload a logo here. Now this could either be the end user's logo to make it more appealing to them when they log into the control panel, they see their own logo, or alternatively you can put your own logo in there if you want to, just to reinforce your own brand there. The type of customer, who they are, we have the ability to provide you a mechanism for partners to sit underneath your own account. Now if that's something that's of interest to you, you can set partners up. They can resell the product on your behalf if you want to. So if you're if you have resellers that are, or consultants that are reselling your current services, you have the ability to set them up and they can manage their own, or you can manage their customers for them, but they can add the customer themselves. In this instance, we're going to set this up as a customer. We've got a tick box here, allow other companies to manage the security of this. So this is for you to manage the network of the customer, so you don't have to log into their control panel. A bit like the antivirus control panel, where you can manage your customers directly from one login. Select the license type here. We'll set it up as a trial. Hit the save button, and that customer will now be saved into your control panel, and we can start defining a policy for their endpoint protection software. So here's the customer. If we wanted to edit their details, we'll simply click on there and we can re-edit their details. But let's go to the policies. Let's define a policy for this for this particular customer. We can use a default policy if we want, or we can create one specifically for the user. So for example, if there's certain modules within the end user client that you don't want to use, so for example the firewall, we can deactivate those from the policy. So we create the policy, we'll say new policy. Allow other users to change this policy. So for example, if a member of the support team, you want to allow all support users to be able to edit this, you simply tick that box there. So we've got the general settings at the top there. The on-access scanning, that's what's scanning or happening in the background all the time. You can make changes to those. We can change the sensitivity of the settings as well, so we can be slightly more aggressive in our scanning or slightly more permissive. On-demand scanning, we can set our own custom scan times. If you want to set custom scan times, you can do that. And we can set different times. If you want to do that outside of working hours, you can do that. So we have a number of options. We can change the sensitivity of it, and we can also specify target files or paths to be scanned. So let's go back here. We have the firewall. You can deactivate the firewall if you want. You can change the intrusion detection system, make that aggressive or slightly more permissive as well. We also have content control, where you can control a number of either applications or web traffic as well if you want to do that. So once we've created the policy and saved the policy, what we can do now is set the customer up, or certainly set the network packages up. So if we go to the packages, we need to create a package for this customer. Let's give it a name. Let's say NewCo without firewall. Now, it's asking us for the role of the endpoint package. Now, if it's just being used as an endpoint, so the machines are just connected to the internet, then we can use it just as an endpoint. Alternatively, if you've got a network and only one machine connected to the internet, then we can use it as an endpoint security relay. Now, what will happen is that the relay software will go out and search the network and will deploy the client to all of the other machines within the network. So a really good tool there for installing if only one of the machines is connected to the network. In this instance, we'll set it up as a endpoint. We select the customer, NewCo. We can deactivate the modules here as well as in the policy that we set up earlier on. Click the next button. That is now building in our network. The network is powered by Bitdefender. You'll see a couple of references to Bitdefender within our portal, and we hit the save button. That's now been built. So that software has been built, and we will select that and we can download it to. Okay, we click the firewall, we click the download arrow, and now we can click the downloader for Windows. So if I wanted to install it directly onto this machine that I'm working on, I could click the download for Windows. Alternatively, what we could do is email the links to the software directly to the client. We can see the installation links within the email here. These are the installation links that are going to be used, and all we will simply do is send this to NewCo@NewCo.com. Hit the send button, and the system is automatically generating an email which will contain the links to the software, so they can be downloaded at the customer's premises. Once the software is downloaded, it will automatically install. You can force the system to automatically reboot as well. Okay, that email's now been sent, and we would have that sent to the end user. Okay, just a quick overview now. The reports button, we can generate reports based upon virtually every single element of the software. You've got a drop down menu here where we can see all of the different reports that we can generate. Top 10 infected companies. Let's have a look at this. And we can click generate report, and the system will automatically generate the report for the selected criteria. And we're quite lucky, no client has been installed or has been recorded yet. Okay, let's have a look at the end user client. So this is the pop-up that the client receives on their machine. They don't have the ability to switch anything off, but you do have the ability to perform the scan. So if you're on site or you've got remote access to the machine, you can quickly perform a scan, and we've got an events log as well. And we also get a status within the icon to tell us if there are issues on site. So if we can view the issues, in this instance, no system scan has been performed in the last 7 days. We've got a question mark down here on the right hand side. If you click the question mark, it takes us to the user guide. So the client has a direct link to the user guide, and all of the information in terms of the settings can be viewed within this user guide. Okay, so that's the endpoint security. If there's any questions, give us a call, 0844 887 0000. If you want to, if you're watching this video on internet, you can click on the right hand side, request a quote. We'll send you out a quote within 4 hours. Alternatively, if you want to request a demo or a free trial, fill out a form on the website. Thanks very much for your time. I look forward to speaking to you soon.